is enough, y'all. How many years we've been doing this thing? My heart can't take it no more. Since that trouble far behind, every time you knock at my door, it's trouble is, as trouble do. As trouble is, you're bringing me trouble too. I should have seen this 3-4 times ago, but your love ain't worth the trouble no more. If you don't stand by your line in the sand, how will you know when enough is enough? Enough is enough. Enough is enough now. Enough is enough. Now that I'm stone cold summer, see right through you. Your tricks and all your excuses. You don't have to make scream or sound. Don't let the girl hit you on the way out. If you don't stand by your line in the sand, how will you know when enough is enough? Enough is enough. Enough is enough now. Enough is enough. Shame, shame. For me again, I got no one to blame. Enough is enough. Enough is okay, yeah. Enough is enough. Yeah, yeah. Enough is enough. Oh, yeah. Enough is enough. Enough is okay, yeah. Enough is enough. My dad, mom, they had like 7 children, and my dad was a jazz saxophone player. My mom was a gospel singer. And when you have that many children running around the house, you know, you try to find what you can do with them, man. And so my dad had this idea. It was like, you know what, I'm gonna go to a pawn shop and just go buy a bunch of, you know, cheap instruments and just put them in the garage. So we had 4 boys and 3 girls. And so all the boys sort of gravitated to the music. And the girls came a little later, but we learned how to play every instrument. So we started a family band, and we did the chillin' circuit for a while and moved to Austin, Texas, and started playing like Liberty Lunch, Steamboats, so many places in Austin, Antone's, the one on Guadalupe, Continental Club. And we did that for a while. And all of a sudden, man, we, you know, all this hip hop stuff started, you know, popping off out of Houston, Texas. And Salih decided to just lay off. My brother Salih was like, yo, man, I'm gonna just start producing. And he sent one beat, and that one beat made Billboard it debuted at number 64, which was the Bar Baby, Big Mo. And we formed Carnival Beats, and before you knew it, we started producing records for Mike Jones, Still Tipping on Fofos. Back then, those records went double platinum. And we just kind of formed a whole new sound that came out of Texas during that time.
So how did you come full circle back to live performance and being a, you know, frontman singer?
Okay, well, I started playing with Latasha Lee and the Black Ties. I was the music director and keyboard player. And basically there was a horn player that was playing with Latasha Lee, but he was also in the band with the FCs. And the FCs didn't have a lead singer. They were just like a meters type of group. And one time Latasha Lee and Salih came to the rehearsal late, and we were just jamming out, and I'm singing on the microphone, and the horn player heard me sing. He thought I just did backup singing. He knew I was a lead singer. So after the rehearsal, he was like, yo, man, you know, you ever thought about getting in front of a band and just lead singing in front of a band? I said, oh, I've done it many times for my brothers. He said, yo, man, what? Let's put something together, man, and tell you what, come to rehearsal. I'm gonna sing you some tracks, learn the tracks. If you come to rehearsal, if you like it, let's roll with it. If you don't like it, you can walk away. And I thought he meant me singing and playing keys. So I brought my Fender Rhodes to rehearsal. Funny that the keyboard player that was in the band didn't show up to the rehearsal. So I thought I was gonna be the keyboard player and the singer. So, and this was at Music Lab Old Tour. By the time we walked out of the room, it was going great. There was a bunch of people crowding around the front door. And we opened the door and they were like standing around, a bunch of musicians were standing around. They were like, yo, man, was that y'all in there? We were like, yeah. They was like, holy crap, man, that was crazy. Right then, I knew we had something. So,
Nice.
so that Tomar and FCs was born. We had only been together actually 3 months, 4 months. And we went straight into the writing. Right when we got together, we didn't want to jam and be a jam band. We like, dude, we're gonna write songs. So Day by Day was like the very first single that released, and it got really good reviews. And then NPR, the contest, Tiny Desk contest, we won that to represent Austin nationwide. And that one song just kind of took us to different places, man. Mm-hmm. And it wound up on our Riverdale soundtrack now.
Oh, nice.
Riverdale, yeah. So, and that's 2015. It's still going. So, and then we released a full-length album, and we recorded that at Adrian Casada's studio. And then in 2020, we released Rise Above album, and we released it February the 1st, and had a sold-out show at Antone's. Man, it was great, man. We did some more shows around in Dallas, San Antonio, Houston, and we're about to go on tour. And who would have known that the pandemic would have shut everything down?
Yeah.
So we didn't get a chance to even push the album. So it just sort of sat there. So thankful, we're so thankful that it's still moving. The song Rise Above is still moving. So we just shot a video to it.
Yeah.
You know, so you know, man, it's not over. Rise Above. This morning with so much to do. Turn up the TV cause my mind's through. Many people talking, the average mind is so confused. We're right, we're wrong, you're right, instead of searching for the truth. It's not the side to live on, it's what's inside your heart. Take the time out to learn me, the only place we can start. Say Jesus hate, but love rises from above. How you judge by the clothes that I wear is what I'm thinking of. I don't know why we don't rise above. I don't know why. That's all I'm thinking of. I don't know why. It's so hard to do. I'd like to show you how. It's gonna start with me and you. Oh yeah. Got a real low feeling about a brand new day. Often feels like times back in '68. Yes, it does, y'all. Kids losing their lives out here on the streets. And it's not gonna change unless we feel the need. Pain is pain, regardless how we see you through. You forget about the next man and only focus on you. No. Easy way out, it's not to be so home. So we can run together instead of all alone. Don't know why we don't rise above. I don't know why. That's all I'm thinking of. I don't know why. It's so hard to do.
to show you how. It's gonna start with me and you. Oh yeah. Come on, yeah, rise above. Oh, we got to, yeah, rise above. We gotta do it right now. Rise above. Oh, we got to, yeah, rise above. Hey, come on, rise above. Ah, yeah, yeah, yeah. We gotta do it right now. Rise up, oh, we got to, yeah. Rise up, let's rise above, y'all.